My name is Claude, and today I'm going to present my research proposal. As you can see on my screen, my research topic is called Evaluation of Project Planning Practices and their Influence on Construction Project Timelines. So I chose a case study of NPD. It's a construction company that's based in Rwanda. So in this in this research, the main purpose is to evaluate the project planning practice, and later on I will examine their influence on the construction project timeline. So moving forward to the introduction to the study and the research in general. So basically, the construction projects are very important for national development. They help in build of the infrastructures and they drives the economic transformation. Despite the growth and the expand of that sector, the sector faces delay and cost overrun. So I found that poor planning often compress the project performance, or that is the key indicator or the trigger of for the poor performance. Basically, based on the public institutions, the review from the government, I found that based on the Auditor General report in 2023, less than 40% public construction face the problem. They do not complete it on time. So that's why I choose this. I worked on this problem because I found it is very serious issues. So moving forward to the problem statement. Uh, as I said in the beginning, the Rwanda construction industry is expanding, but many projects face delay and cost increases. So, over 40% of public infrastructures based on the Auditor General report in 2023 has like their rate, they like completed rate. So this leads to inefficient and loss of public funds, as the many report said, as our president always focuses on them. So I found the weak project planning is the major contributor. That's why I want to, at the end of this research, I will recommend the companies, the construction companies, to have a better planning for better performance. Moving forward to hypothesis and objective, I have two hypotheses. The first one is called the null or H0. There is no significance between the project planning practice and project timeline. And my alternative hypothesis is saying there is a significant relationship between project planning and project timeline. So, main objective of this research is to evaluate and assess the planning practices and their influence on construction project timelines, especially on NPD Limited. Moving forward to specific questions and objectives and questions. Uh, the main specific objective is to examine budgeting, schedule, and risk assessment and their influence, analyze key planning challenges causing delay, and lastly is to recommend the practical improvements for timely completion. And the main questions in order to perform this research well is to ask how the planning practice affect timeline at NPD, and what are some of the challenges contributed to project raise, as well as the improvement that they can adopt to ensure timely completion of their project. Moving forward to significance of this study is very significant as it solve the real world problem and it will promote national development. So basically, the literature review, I found that successful construction management depend on planning. So planning is the major element in the project. So early stakeholder participation can boost the project success, as I found in different literature reviews. And lastly, it's about lack of scope and milestone-based planning, which causes always delays. and this led to poor resource availability. So, uh, talking about my concept framework, the independence variable is about budgeting, schedule, and schema. That's the key indicator or the key performance in the planning. And some of the dependent variable is construction and project. I mean construction project timelines. Means in delay or completed on time. So moving to expected outcomes, at the end of this research, I will identify planning practices that mostly affect project timeline. I will provide actionable recommendation to the company and offer model for other running construction as well. So lastly, talking about such methodology, my research will use descriptive study design with quantitative approach. I will examine project practices and their impact on timelines. So I will use the employees from NPD who are like involving in the daily projects, especially those project managers, those staff in procurement and other related. So I will use stratified random sampling by department as it is shown, and in order to perform well, I will use questionnaire and interview as the tools, after the data findings, I will analyze them by using descriptive and potential tools like SPSS, as well as parrot testing and expert review. Moving forward to the last page is about imitation and ethical consideration. So research limitation is about a lack or limited access to some internal company document. Yes, it may be challenging for me to get some of the document. And the second one is about possible respondent bias, because some staff may provide social desirable answers which are not in the line of the project object, I mean research objective. So lastly, it's about ethical consideration. In order to perform this research properly, I will inform consent obtained from all participants, and the confidentiality and anonymity of responses will be ensured. As the following is about voluntary participation. The respondent could withdraw anytime he or she wants, and but lastly is about getting approvals sought from Kepler Research Committee and NPD as a general. So thank you so much for your attention. That was my research proposal. Yeah.